The challenge is that if you choose not to extend grace to your spouse, the devil will cause you to always see things that are not right about them. And that's the reason why for some of you under the sound of my voice this morning, you see nothing good in your spouse. And sometimes it may be the spouse always saying, everything I do, nothing is ever good in his sight. Or no matter how much I try, no matter how much I labor, she does not appreciate anything that I do. That's one of the reasons. It is because you've not learned to extend grace. You know, about 2 weeks ago, we had brought together a virtual meeting, for couples. And we had titled it, for the men, we had the woman speak to the men on what the women mean when the women say they want to be loved. We had that on Zoom. And then we had the men speak to the women on what the men mean, or what the man means when the man says, you're not submissive to me. And part of the things that we discovered in that, exposition, was that way a man interprets respect, submission, is totally different from the way a woman understands it. We also saw in that same meeting that the way a woman receives love or interprets love is different from the way a man sees it. A woman loving you can be as simple as just you being domesticated, just helping out around the house, just helping with some house chores, just doing some cleaning, or helping in the kitchen, or bathing the kids and not leaving the kids, the woman alone. It can be as simple as that. And I want to say to you, if you're a man, you're under the sound of my voice. Because what God has asked you to do is to love your own wife. He says, as Christ loves the church. The love Jesus has for you, it is not conditional. In same way, you cannot, as one that has the life of Christ in him, wants to make the love you shower on your spouse conditional. So you love when she's good, when she's following your instructions, or when she's cooperating with you, and you don't when she's not. In same way to the woman, you cannot choose to make your submission dependent. Respect is reciprocal. If you want me to respect you, you've got to respect me. That's not what the word of the Lord says. One of the things you must understand is that whenever you choose to extend grace to your spouse, you are not necessarily doing the other person a favor. You are obeying the Lord's instruction. And by the way, for those of you who are men who are under the sound of my voice, I hope you know you are not the one to determine how to love your wife. I hope you know that. You don't love your wife the way you want to love her. No. You ask her, how do you want to be loved? Let her tell you. Otherwise, we still have on our social media platforms right now 5 love language tests. In case you haven't done it before, maybe it's your first year in Lofty Heights, it's still there. Visit any of our social media handles after service right now. You see it there, 5 love language tests. Otherwise, if you don't understand that, you should ask them what love means to them and how they want to be loved. You can be going to buy the best gift in the world, and she will still be telling everybody that cares to listen, he doesn't love me. Extending grace to your spouse.